And then I had a light bulb moment. I do love it when it happens. I absolutely love solving puzzles. And to me, this was a puzzle solver. Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Wendy here from Toonpish Crafts, and I hope you're doing okay. Firstly, I'd like to wish absolutely everybody a Happy New Year. Fingers crossed that 2026 gives you all that you really want to achieve. Happiness and health to everybody. Now, when you're crafting, usually you have an aim. I started this video not really knowing how I was going to achieve what I wanted to achieve. Luckily, during the video, I had a bit of a light bulb moment, just a small one, but it really helped. It helped me achieve what I wanted and has opened my mind what can be achieved in the future. So I really hope that you enjoy this video and get something out of it yourself. So let's have a look. I've always been a teddy bear fan. And these little moulds come from Amazon. I just clicked on Amazon, searched for bear moulds, and these came up, and I thought they were perfect for what I had in mind. I'm going to concentrate just on the tiny bears, and I'm going to make these bears with Let's Resin's pearlescent UV resin. You would have seen me use this resin before. I absolutely love this resin, not only because it's UV, which is really quick, but because it's got a solid colour and the pearlescentness of them are really quite cool. So I figured I'd make all of these bears in this tiny mould with different pearlescent colours. They all come from the same pack, and I will try and link these colours in the description box below, together with everything else that I'm using in this video. These moulds don't have a great deal of detail. There's no face on them. They are just tiny bears in the shape of bears. They do have a little bow around their neck, and sometimes I'm trying to fill the bow with a different colour. Sometimes I put the ears and the feet in a different colour, but basically I'm just randomly making tiny little bears, and I want all of this mould filled up. I have a plan for loads of little bears. And as these pearlescent colours are very cute and sweet, I figured they would go well with the bears. You don't have to use pearlescent colours, you can use whatever colour you want. You don't have to use UV, you could just fill them up with 2-part epoxy resin and wait an extra day. This video was made prior to Christmas, and as you know, I was extremely busy before Christmas due to the fact I'm a postwoman. So I thought I would make it quick and easy by using UV resin. This video is sponsored by Let's Resin, and practically everything that's in this video is Let's Resin's brand. The mould, however, was purchased from Amazon, and I will put the link for this mould, if I can find it, in the description box below. Now, as you can see, I'm not being too precious on what colours are going where. I'm being quite haphazard. That's because I just want bears in different colours. Some are going to be completely plain, all of the same colour. This video is ×3 in speed, so you're seeing it faster than I'm actually doing it. I'm not this fast. I do wish I was. But I'm not being, as I said, precious about it being spot on perfect. If I was, I would decant some of this into a needle top bottle and use more precision with my colours. But these are just going to be randomly made so that I have quite a lot. Now, I don't actually need 20, but I made 20 because I didn't really know how many I needed. I think I only needed about 16 in the end, so I could have done this a lot quicker, but I didn't sit and work out the math. You know, who wants to do that? I just made the entire mould. And I did actually include the green. Now, I'm not a green person, but I figured, you know, it should go in there somewhere. A little bit anyway, and I do think this green is more yellow than green. It is quite a light green, which is fine. I like yellow. What colours would you make the bears? Would you make them all the same colour, or would you make different ones? Obviously, I'm a purple person and I like purple, blue and red. That's my colour scheme, but I do appreciate other colours too. It's worth mentioning here that I am trying to make sure that all the colour is to the top of the mould, although they're only tiny moulds. If you're just putting colours in and not really paying attention, in fact, I did have a couple of bears with very thin arms. And once I've got the whole mould filled with UV resin, then I go over the back with a long neck lighter to get rid of any air bubbles, and I put them into my curing machine. I do have the double-sided curing machine, which makes it easier, and this mould is really quite thin, so I know it's going to cure both sides. And then we wait. I do tend to put things in the curing machine for 5 minutes. You don't really need to do it for 5 minutes, but I prefer that length. And then I let them cool down before I demould them. These are very bright and very colourful, and there are a lot, as I said, in this one mould. So I have 20 tiny little bears. Now I did think to myself at one point, maybe I should put them back to back. I think that would work, but they would be too big for what I want them for. I definitely want them to be flat. Some of them are brighter than others, some of them are just plain colours, as I said, but they are all very sweet, and you can definitely see what they are. They're little bears. So what am I going to do with all these little bears? Well, I have a plan to put them in this bowl mould. Now I want to make a background for the bears, and to do that I'm going to colour part of this mould. This is the plan I have in my head. I definitely want a silver holographic background for the bears. So I get out the silver holographic powder from Let's Resin. It's a very thick consistency powder, very dense, which is what I think I need. Now I'm going to try something I've never tried before, and that is to only colour half the mould, the inside part. So I'm colouring the inside lip and all of the bottom. I go over with a fluffy brush to make sure it's all nice and bedded onto the mould, and then I had to clean up the outside where I don't want the powder to go. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because I'm thinking, how am I going to turn this mould in the right way without getting the powder on the outside edge? And I thought about it for quite some time actually. I want to do this, I'm going to do this, but how am I going to do it? I figured I could put a piece of plastic round the whole piece, but it might scratch it anyway. So all the time I'm cleaning this piece up with a baby wipe and then with cotton buds just to go into the fine detail. I'm wondering how I'm going to turn it inside out. Now I have coloured moulds plenty of times and use gloved hands, and that works really well, but I still presume that it would smudge one colour onto where I don't want any colour, if you catch my drift. And then I had a light bulb moment. I do love it when it happens. I absolutely love solving puzzles, and to me this was a puzzle solver. I got a very, very thin plastic bag out of the drawer, and I figured I would cover the inside with the plastic bag and then turn it inside out and take the bag out. And that in theory should stop any colour from rubbing off to the outside edge. And I was actually quite impressed with myself because it worked perfectly. And even my bear friend was quite happy. All the colour stayed exactly where I wanted it to. And I was so impressed. This could open up so many things. So now I need to mix up some Let's Resin epoxy resin. The link for this will be in the description box below, together with a discount code for 10%, which is always nice, isn't it? And these bottles are nice and warm. I'm going to do this pour without any machinery, and I'm going to show you how you can achieve pieces with no bubbles without all of the expensive machinery. Pour your resin out, and with a plastic spatula or a acrylic spoon or some kind of stirring implement that is non-porous, stir the resin slowly. Scrape the bottom and the sides and continue stirring it slowly for about 3 to 4 minutes. When you've finished stirring, spray the top with isopropyl alcohol and leave it for a while. And we're talking about 15 to 20 minutes. By leaving the resin sitting and warming, it allows it to let the bubbles escape naturally. You can put it on a heat mat to help this along, which will be quicker. But Let's Resin is really good at degassing anyway. However, with a big mould like this, where there's lots of places air could get trapped, you want the least amount of bubbles in it to start with. So this is where my bears come in. I'm going to be putting the bears upside down in the edge of this bowl mould. To start with, I didn't squeeze the mould enough to give me a big enough gap to put the bears in. Now remember, these bears are tiny, but they still need to go in the sides without scraping the silver, which is already on the mould. I was trying to be extremely gentle, and I did find out a lot from doing this because I've never done this before. The plan was to get the silver to be a backing colour for the bears, and as they're going into clear resin, you should be able to see the bears better with a silver backing colour, and hopefully have a silver inside of the bowl and a clear outside of the bowl. Now that was the plan all along. I didn't know whether the bears would stay where I put them. I didn't know whether they'd twist and be all over the place. I was expecting them to be all over the place, to be honest with you. But as I got further and further around and I could butt one bear up to another, I realised I could actually get them all sitting straight. Now I'm not sure that is a good idea. Now I've seen the end result, but hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? If only we had that before we started. I did manage to get an extra bear in, thinking that there was enough room to push the bears around. There was enough gap, if you see what I mean, to get one more bear in. Now, when I'm doing this, I am aware that the bears could be scraping off the colour on the inside, especially as I hadn't sanded their backs down. They could be rough, they could be scratchy. I didn't know. And again, hindsight is a wonderful thing. Perhaps if I was doing this again, I would make sure I sanded the backs down so that they're all nice and smooth with no scratchy bits on them. I did manage to get one more bear in there. When I was happy that the bears were completely in there, they were upright, they were all there, then I just filled up with clear resin. I squirted it with isopropyl alcohol. And I will let you know that something that didn't get filmed was while this was curing, after about an hour, I popped back to see it and got out a couple of little bubbles that had floated up around the edge, just so that there was none there when it was demoulded. That's worth doing. And I had to film this before I demoulded it because I really liked how it looked through the mould. Although I don't think my bear friend likes being upside down. You can see all those bears are pretty much all straight, pretty much all next to each other, and for some reason I managed to get the right amount of bears in there, with no gaps. That was a bit of a fluke, but I was happy with that. So the following day, I can demould and see what my creation has come out like. I am so excited for this. Like I said, I've never done anything like this before, but I think the plastic bag idea has definitely opened a lot of ideas in my head. So we might see that again in the future. Now, straight away, I realised that all the bears are really quite small when it comes to where they sit in the bowl. And I could have done with quite a few more at the base, at angles, upside down maybe, on their side. But I really love how this came out. You can see the bears through the silver, and there are some places where the silver was scratched off, just a little bit. on the whole, I am extremely happy with it. There are absolutely no bubbles in this. It's crystal clear resin. So how could I make it better the next time? As you can see the bears through the silver, it would have been good to back the bears in silver. I could have done that while they were in the mould. I could have given them a little silver finish on the back and you wouldn't have been able to see them so easily. So that's one thing I would do. I would also sand the backs down so that I knew they were not scratchy. And when I go to put the bears in, I think I would try to position them without moving them all around to get one extra in. And I probably would have put a few more in the base. But I really enjoyed this and I love how it turned out. Thanks very much Let's Resin for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've definitely learned something new and will incorporate that in future videos, I'm sure. So come back and see me next week because you never know what I'm going to be up to. I never know what I'm going to be up to. Have a great week, happy crafting and bye for now.